James Thomas, guess what we're going to talk about today? Wow, Tony looks just like Porky there. Look at the eyes and the hair. we're gonna we're gonna do Looney Tunes first, Novocaine and everything with Black Bag. Tony, tell us what is Looney Tunes all about? It's in the actual title, but
Yeah, so it's really just like an overlong episode. It's the first ever Looney Tunes feature-length movie about world domination, some life lessons as well. It's featuring Porky Pig, Daffy Duck, and Petunia Pig. It's a very small, tight-knit group of the Tunes, but it's a reminder of why classic characters and how they can stay fresh and thrive without just relying on only nostalgia.
definitely. Did you get a chance to see it, Janelle?
Did. I thought it
Good.
was, I'm not sure we needed it. It's one of those like I thought the beginning for it to be aimed towards kids was a little racy, a little dicey. I personally wouldn't be taking my kids to see it if they were young. I'm not gonna explain some of those booty shots and such, but yeah, I mean it was good to see him. I'm a Looney Tunes fan. Yeah.
Well, here's what's interesting about it. Remember, I'm old enough to remember Looney Tunes way, way back. So there was a scene in there. You're right with the stuff going on, but there was another scene in there I thought was kind of interesting with Daffy Duck when they passed out and all the air came out of Daffy Duck. And I remembered Elmer Fudd was playing dead with a bear, and the bear was sniffing him, sniffed his butt, and goes, So I mean, as a kid, I still remember that, and here they do it, yeah, with Daffy Duck today. So yeah, it was a little bit racy, definitely. I thought it was great. I got a chance to interview Eric and Cindy. They are crazy. Eric is just as daffy as Daffy Duck. I still liked it. I think I would give it at least a 4 out of 5 because of the kids. It's great for the kids and family movie. Tony?
I go 3.5 out of 5. I enjoyed it a lot. It's got the classic mayhem, chaos. It's absurd as you'd expect for a Looney Tunes movie. And I hope that people do go see it because there's the Wile E. Coyote versus Acme movie that Warner Brothers shelved about 2 years ago now. And I think if this gets an audience, it's going to maybe convince them to readjust their mindset on that. But it spans generations still. My kids loved it. They've gone back to try to watch it multiple times. And I mean, it is a little racy. Sure, it goes over their head at a certain age. Never thought I'd see Daffy Duck twerking, but other than that, I did have fun with it.
Janelle.
Yeah, 3.5 out of 5. Excuse me. I just think some of that stuff was like, I don't want to have to explain. I wouldn't want to have to explain to little kids when, I mean, like, I get it that they might not understand, but when like there's the part where he's like, I got to get a piece of that. We're way past the cartoon stage now. Like that's
I hear you. So you give it
3.5 out of 5.
you talk about Daffy Duck twerking, and I keep thinking about a couple of the parades I saw, and little girls are twerking, which is crazy. All right, let's move on. You got it, folks. We're next going to talk about Novocaine with Jack Quaid, Amber Midthunder. I almost didn't recognize Amber. She was in Prey, and she was great in that as a star of that. When a girl of her dreams gets kidnapped, a man turns his inability to feel pain into an unexpected advantage as he fights a bunch of thugs to get her back. Kind of sounds like Matt and Janelle. Janelle, what did you think about the movie?
I think this is nepotism at its finest. I think you've got Jack Quaid invokes his father's charm. I think you've got Ray Nicholson who invokes his dad's crazy. I think Amber Midthunder might have been a little miscast. I didn't really feel that. I know a lot of people felt the chemistry between the two of them. I really didn't. I felt like she was a little stale. I thought the movie was probably the best rom-com we've had so far this year. That's not saying much. I felt like it was good. I just felt like the shtick of him, like what kind of gore and pain can we see, kind of ran a little thin towards the end. It got a little eye rolly in my opinion,
Yeah.
but it is what it is.
Tony, quickly?
I enjoyed it. I thought it was a lot of fun. We talk about the gore. Yes, this is not for the squeamish at all, but it's a thrilling action comedy. And I thought because Jack Quaid did such a great job with the shtick and he was fully committed, then yeah, I thought the chemistry with Amber was great. Amber didn't really have anything to do on her own, but I had a lot of fun with it. I think it's a fun time at the movies for sure.
Definitely. You said there was a lot of gore in it too. I and a guy on the other side here, and along with Carl, we were kind of kicking Every time we saw something like, oh, I don't want to. So I'm going to give it at least a 3.5 out of 5. Janelle,
I agree. About 3.5 out of 5. Like I said, it's good for this time of year. It's good, not great.
Tony,
3.5 out of 5 as well.
3.5 out of 5. All right, I'm going to let Tony do this one. Next up is Black Bag. Kate Blanchett, Michael Fassbender. Go ahead, Tony. Tell us what it's all about.
Steven Soderbergh's stylish and sleek, sophisticated espionage thriller. It's an unnamed agency in London trying to find the hidden mole, and Michael Fassbender and Cate Blanchett are the two co-heads that are tasked with the endeavor.
And I thought it was a pretty good movie myself. I like the mystery of it. I like the thriller spy part of it. It kind of reminded me of Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy. That was good, along with Spy Game. I like stuff like that. And this was really good for me too. Michael Fassbender, Kate Blanchett, Naomi Harris was good in it. Pierce Bronson was barely in it. Janelle, what did you think about it?
It's good. I enjoy these kind of movies. I felt like the only thing that was missing was that we jumped kind of right into the story without getting a lot of. I actually kind of wanted more. I felt like it was a little too fast for, I thought like maybe that's just me wanting more out of this thing. I think Fassbender and Chin are like two of the masters in their craft, so I think it's fun to watch them. I just wish there actually would have been more backstory. I feel like it evokes a lot of the Ocean's 11. I feel like they use the same soundtrack, but we got more backstory of those characters in those movies than we did in this one. And I just felt like it was the part that it was lacking was just more.
Tony, what would you give it?
I agree. I think it needed more for sure. Janelle and I talked about it after the screening. It's still great. It's still a lot of fun. It's stylish, and that finale is great. But it could have been so much more. I'd go 3.5 out of 5.
I'd go about 3.5 out of 5 too. Janelle?
3.5 out of 5.
There it is, folks. You got to go see Looney Tunes. Watch out. Watch the kids. Watch the gore, Novocaine, and the mystery and thrilling of Black Bag. Have a great weekend. We will see you next week.